You want to watch a little bit of TV, get down on some wagers, here's the section for you. Watch what you bet here at sportsbookreview.com. Michigan and Minnesota, Teddy, squeaker the last time these two teams played on the court. Now we're coming back, getting round two, a little revenge type situation. If we take a look at the over-under in this basketball game, Teddy, sitting at 134 right now, up from, Chris offshore, 131.5. Pinnacle opened up about 133. So staying on those similar levels, staying there. -5 for the game itself, going to be an ESPN game live from Williams Arena in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Michigan 14-12 in all their line games. Minnesota 13-13, but coming in 2-1 against the spread as home dogs. Big Ten battle tonight. Minnesota needs it.
Yeah, Minnesota needs it, and that always worries me at this time of the year. The one thing you don't want to be doing in college basketball is looking at the must-win teams and thinking they're actually going to win. Michigan's in. Minnesota's on the bubble. Minnesota needs a win like this, and maybe they get a win like this. But the markets are pricing that. And, of course, that first meeting, you say it was tight. Yeah, Michigan won. It was a buzzer-beater jumper. Oh, no, it was an offensive rebound. Off. It was a jumper off an offensive rebound to win the game at the buzzer, 59-57. But Michigan, they were up by double digits throughout the second half. They were up by 10 with less than 5 to play and kind of let that one escape, get away from them a little bit before stealing it at the end. And, of course, the Wolverines didn't hit a shot in that game, under 34% from the field, just 3 of 22 from three-point range, and they still won the game, and they didn't blow it, and they hit the shot that they had to. So here's Minnesota coming off a big win over Indiana, which, they shot really well, 55% from three-point range. Richard Pitino, head coach, after the game, we had some good ones at home offensively. We have not had some good ones on the road. We've just got to understand where we're getting good shots. Stick with the execution. The same offense that's producing 90-something 80 versus Iowa, 80-something versus Illinois. It's just being fundamentally sound, not turning the ball over, is really, really important. All that being said, Michigan is the elite team here. Minnesota is not. The Gophers are being priced in must-win territory. I don't trust them. Wolverines of the class. It's Michigan or pass for this better.
Yep, getting closer and closer to Selection Sunday. March Madness Conference Tournament should be a lot of fun here at sportsbookreview.com over the next 30 days here. But let's head over to the NBA, getting back in the association. Top 4 teams squaring up in the Eastern Conference with the Celtics and the Bucks. Current line sitting at -5.5, a total of 227. Money line split +195, -225. Going to take place in Milwaukee. The one thing that you can be impressed with if you've been backing Milwaukee this season, Teddy, 34-21-2 on the season, 16-11 as home favorites, 17-11 against the spread at home overall, and 24-12-2 versus the Eastern Conference. If you bet the Milwaukee Bucks in the first half, Teddy, lining your pockets here.
Yeah, Milwaukee was as good as any team in the NBA from a point spread perspective through the first half of the campaign, and I haven't seen any signs that this Bucks team is going in a different direction post-break. Obviously, we haven't seen a game post-break, but you read the quotes from Giannis coming out of the game, watching great players play, like all of them, all the players from both teams, just seeing the mentality, the demeanor, everything. It's the way they carry themselves. I feel that for a young man that wants to become great, it's really important. And Giannis and the Bucks, the consistency level has been there the way it hasn't been with most teams in the NBA. That I give credit to their superstar and their head coach. And, of course, it looks like Mirotic's going to play tonight. Their big trade deadline acquisition. He's instant offense off the bench. He will make the Bucks better from day one. And it's a Bucks team that's going to look at this Celtics squad and say, we need to beat these guys, considering Boston's deep playoff runs, Boston's experience. That's Milwaukee wants to be. After, obviously, the Celtics have been in the Eastern Conference Finals each of the last 2 years. Celtics should be healthier tonight. Kyrie Irving, again, expected to play. Terry Rozier likely to play as well. And Greek Freak does have some issues with his right knee. That is a concern tonight. But I'm telling you flat out, Milwaukee's a one-way team for me. If I'm involved in a Bucks game, I'm likely to be betting on Milwaukee, not against them.